Hello, my name is Linda Mordosky with Customer Advanced Engineering, and this is configuring ECC Variables for Cisco Interaction Manager. In this module, we'll first discuss CIM's ECC Variable Property File. The next discussion will be identifying the available CIM attributes. Next will be to identify the existing call variable IDs used in CIM. Next, we'll configure our ECC variables in UCCE. And then as a final step, we'll insert our new ECC variables into the CIM database. The EAAS, or External Agent Assignment Service, sends call variables and ECC variables to ICM. The ECC variables used for blended collaboration and callback and email are stored in a properties file. The EGICM_ECC_variables_name.properties file is located on the file server in the directory C/CIM eService config IPCC. Inbound and outbound email use the CIM attribute activity_ID. This attribute is defined as an ICM ECC variable user.sim.activity.id. Chat activities use the CIM attributes activity_ID and customer_name. The customer_name attribute is defined in ICM as an ECC variable user.wim.customer.name. Callback and delayed callback activities use the CIM attributes activity_ID, customer_name, and CMB_param. The CMB_param is defined as an ICM ECC variable user.cisco.cmb. This ECC variable is used for web callback to populate the callback number. The CTI_strategy attribute is mapped to the ICM ECC variable user.cisco.cmb.callClass. This defines the CTI strategy to be used. In our case here, the CTI strategy was defined in the CMB properties file as agent reserved. To correlate the ICM ECC variables to the CIM attributes, you will need the numbers from this properties file. We will discuss these values later. The EGICM_Q_ECC_variable table from the EGActiveDB shows the CIM mapping of the ICM ECC variables to the CIM queue. The ECC variable ID is a number defined in the EGICM_ECC_variables_name.properties file we just discussed in the previous slide. An integrated queue in CIM is a unique combination of the ICM MRD script selector. The CIM integrated queue IDs are defined in the EGICM_Q table found in the EGActiveDB. Now let's look at the ICM AWDB dialed number table. This table will help explain how all the configuration components are tied together. The dialed number ID in the CIM ICM table correlates to the script selector ID in CIM. The ICM MR domain ID obviously correlates to the MR domain in CIM. The routing client will always be the MRPG routing client. In our implementation, the MRPG ID is 5001. On the EGActiveDB, run the following procedure: sp_help space EGPL_case management CASEMGMT_activity. This stored procedure will identify the CIM activity attributes which are available for you to pass as call variables. This slide does not show all the activity attributes available. Run this stored procedure on your system to obtain all available attributes. Also note down the exact names of the activity attribute. Attributes and call variables are case sensitive. The call variable will need to match the case of the attributes listed here. From the EG ActiveDB, run a query on the EG ICM call variable table to identify the call variable IDs that are already in use. The query will be select call underscore variable underscore ID from EG ICM underscore call underscore variable. Results will be the call underscore variable underscore IDs that are already in use. We are going to create a call variable for activity underscore priority and use the ID 1003. The ECC variable should first be created in ICM. From the Configuration Manager, navigate to Configure, ICM, Enterprise, Expanded Call Variables, Expanded Call Variable List, and create the new ECC variable. We'll create the variable user.sim.activity.priority. I have a maximum length of this particular variable as 2, but remember the maximum length for a ECC variable is 40. Now we will need to insert the call variable into the SIMDB. We're going to run the following query. Make sure that you do not use a call variable ID that is already in use. The call variable name should match the exact name, including case, as call variable names are case sensitive, of the activity attribute you got from our EGPL underscore case management stored procedure. Call variables have a maximum length of 40 characters. The call variable description field is optional. After inserting call variables into the SIM database, you will need to restart the EAAS service. If we run our call variable ID SQL query again, as you can see from the results, we have our newly created call variable ID of 1003. Looking at the EG ICM call variable table, we see that the new activity underscore priority variable has been added. Also note that the ECC Variables underscore name.properties file on the file server will not be updated. You will now be able to use your ECC variable in ICM scripting.